Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Joy Stephen once again from the Polensis Studios. Here is the second video on the overseas study series where I'm going to talk to you about the roles of the education agent in your town and an education consultant in Canada who is an authorized immigration representative. Being a parent or being a student who is going to invest a lot of money into studying overseas, you would like to know what is best for you. And yes, absolutely yes. Please help and assist your local education agent if you want to study in Canada and come back to your home country. However, if your mind is more global and you're seeking additional opportunities like a permanent residence opportunity in Canada, please make sure that you select a Canada-based consultant who is an authorized immigration representative. Now, let us talk about roles each person or institution plays in your overseas study option. The number one person you're likely to meet is an education agent. An education agent is typically located in your home country, and he is the person who sells you courses for some Canadian universities or colleges. Your education agent typically has a trade deal or a trade arrangement with the institution where they are paid a commission for sending students to that particular institution. They are not regulated and they are for all practical purposes outside the jurisdiction of Canadian courts and Canadian policies. Education agents in your country sell classroom seats on a commission, and that is their role. The second organization you will be dealing with is your Canadian educational institution. A Canadian educational institution provides you the best education in the world. There is no doubt about that. Their courses and delivery systems are the best in the world. Canadian institutions are specialists at what they do, and they are the best education providers. However, they are not responsible for your immigration. The third organization or possibly a government establishment you will be dealing with is CIC, or Citizenship and Immigration Canada. This government body issues you the study permit, or in other words, the student visa. Such visas are issued based on the understanding that you are going to Canada only to study and you will come back to your home country once you achieve that goal of study. CIC does not promise you for a permanent residence to Canada. Now, I am going to introduce a new person in this mix, and that is a Canadian consultant or authorized immigration representative. Some organizations in Canada, like Polensis for example, do student admissions, course selections, study permit support, applying for work permit in Canada, permanent residence application representation, and citizenship support. And their business association with you will begin right from your home country. They can take care of you from top to bottom, right from the time before you leave your home country till the time you become a permanent resident in Canada and possibly even attain citizenship. In fact, they can sign a retainer with you even before you leave your home country for a permanent residence representation. Some of the benefits of using a Canadian-based education representative who are authorized immigration consultants are: 1. Everything is in writing. You email your Canadian-based education consultant and they email you back. You chat with them, they chat back. You video Skype with them, and you can do everything from the comfort of your home, and all communications are available for you to refer back. When you pay an institution for the admissions or the fees, you can always approach your Canada-based consultant to follow up on such fee payment. They will suggest and recommend courses which will assist you with your permanent residence. For example, they would select a course from a community college or a university which will allow you to become eligible for the work permit, leading to permanent residency through CEC or the Canadian Experience class. They will avoid recommending private colleges which may make you ineligible for work permit and permanent residence. Your Canadian regulated organization or your consultant can provide you with such immigration related advice in writing, whereas your local agent will never provide you an immigration related matter in writing because they do not have the knowledge. They would say anything to make sure that you enroll with them, but very unlikely are they going to give you the permanent residence chances of any course you're going to take in Canada in writing. If you have any overseas education agent giving you anything of that nature in writing, please let me know. Just forward that email to info@immigrationforme.com and we will verify the facts and let you know if it is the fact or not. Typically, Canadian-based authorized representatives like Paulinsis does not charge a fee for international students until you actually arrive in Canada. You only pay your tuition fees directly to the institution. This way you avoid additional payments. You want to study overseas and see your local newspapers and you see advertisements about opportunities and you see offices in your town about study abroad. Then you come across online advertising about Canadian-based education consultants and you wonder what the difference is. Typically, most students opt for the local agent because you can see them face to face. However, after watching this video, you may want to consider a Canada-based consultant because it could give you a better advantage. So listen on. There are a lot of differences and I urge you to consider them. Some of the differences between your local agent and a Canada-based consultant are: 1. Your local agent does not know much about immigration rules in Canada. In fact, he is not even authorized to talk to you about immigration. He has a trade arrangement or a business arrangement with a Canadian institution for selling seats for that institution for which he is paid a commission. Your local agent will always ask you to visit his office. This way, he need not provide you anything in writing. If you are interested in permanent residence in Canada, absolutely. It will benefit you if you actually deal with an immigration practitioner or an immigration expert rather than a local education agent. And if the immigration expert takes interest in your permanent residence, you are likely to get legitimate immigration advice writing. And you can actually sign a retainer with an authorized immigration representative even before you leave your home country. Please keep in mind that your education agent has no authority to give you anything in writing about your immigration prospects. Your education agent could tell you a lot of information about your immigration prospects, and that would not matter because there is nothing in writing. The fourth advantage, of course, is as a student, you would love to meet someone face to face to obtain information about your overseas study prospects. This face to face approach is used by some local agents to provide you information which may not necessarily be right. The fifth point, I suggest that you use organizations like Paulinsis, who is Canadian based and who can provide you with support with your admissions, with your travel in Canada or to Canada, your work permit in Canada, and your permanent residence application in Canada, and also with citizenship support if you want. This way you have one organization dealing with you all through. We also recommend Paulinsis because they do not have any agents and they have multiple offices in Canada to assist you. If your goal is to go to Canada, study and come back, please go to your local agent. But if you are from a middle class family And if you want to capitalize on other opportunities like work permit and permanent residence opportunities in Canada, then please rethink when you choose your agent. Try to use a Canada-based education consultant and try to sign a retainer for work permit support, for permanent residence representation, and citizenship support even before you leave your home country. Just think of an approach. If you sit at home and get all your information over email or chat, you have a record of what is said. Don't visit your education agent until he gets you admissions. Avoid phone conversations. Most education agents outside Canada does not want to deal with emails because they are providing information in writing. They will want you to visit their office so that they can discuss. When you discuss face to face, you do not have anything in writing and you do not have a record of what is being said. We hope this information has been valuable to you. From the Polensis Studios, this is Joy Stephen from Immigration for Me, and on behalf of all of us here, signing off. Good day.